Hello, my name is Zephyr and welcome to Quick Review. In this video, I'm going to be covering the Mainline Transformers 1 Orion Pax / Optimus Prime. And right out of the gate, I will say that I love this guy and I think I like him more than the Studio Series. The Studio Series, instead of silver and gray, has more of that ivory color, which is nice, but I like the colors on this guy better. I think the reds and the blues pop more and they look a bit more accurate to how he's going to show up in film. And because he's the mainline and not the Studio Series, he's actually a couple dollars cheaper. So if you're really strapped for cash but you really want to get some Transformers 1 merch, then this is definitely the best alternative. But at the end of the day, it's all personal preference. If you like the Studio Series, go for that. I personally like this one better. Now, you probably noticed in the background that I have been doing a ton of size comparisons with this guy in vehicle mode, and that is because this guy is absolutely tiny. And you'll see more of what I mean once I get him into robot mode. But here I am comparing him in vehicle mode next to some 143 scale cars, and he scales the best with that. So if you're someone who's into scale, you may want to pick up the Studio Series because the Studio Series is slightly bigger than this. This guy's priced at $20, meaning that he is in the deluxe price point, and while he does very much feel like a deluxe, and more like a glorified core class, where he's in this really weird limbo state where he's not quite a deluxe, but he's too advanced to be a core class, so he's kind of in between. Anyway, getting into transformation, I wanted to focus on his legs, because originally I was going to say that if they really wanted to, they could have gave him an ankle rocker joint. But seeing the way that his legs transform, yeah, I think that may have been out of the question. I think that would have been too hard to do, especially at this price point, so I'll give him a pass. I went ahead and sped up the transformation as always, because I don't want to waste your time, and there's so many better reviews on this guy already. But here he is in robot mode, and he looks fantastic. I really like the way this guy came out. I think the colors pop on this guy more. I really like the gray more than the enamel white or bronze that the Studio Series has. It has pretty much the same level of articulations, just missing a few because of the way this guy transforms. And he's actually really clean in robot mode. He cleans up super well. And he also comes with this axe that is completely molded in my favorite color blue. And I actually prefer this axe over the Studio Series just because of the finger details that makes it look like it's coming out of his palm and he's doing an Iron Man. The only thing I don't like about the axe is how it has these holes in it for you to peg into his legs for vehicle mode storage. But other than that, I absolutely love this guy. But the reason I say he's tiny is because this guy is exactly as tall as a standard can of soda. Maybe just a smidge taller because of the smokestacks, but yeah, this man is as big as a can of Pepsi, which is kind of hilarious. Here I have a size comparison with Siege Sideswipe, which is one of the smaller deluxes that you can get, and even he is taller than this Optimus Prime. And yes, you can give his axe to other figures, but because of the way the handle is shaped, it is a very tight fit, and it does not want to go into the hands of most figures. Getting into articulation, this guy is almost as good as the Studio Series, but not quite. He has a ball joint for the head, and he can look up very far, but that's mostly due to transformation. He does have hot rod shoulders, but again, most of the articulation is due to his transformation. No wrist swivel. This is as good as you're going to get due to transformation. He does have a waist swivel and kind of an ab crunch. And I already talked to you guys about the legs, where he does not have an ankle rocker joint because his legs are hollow due to the way he transforms. So that's unfortunate, but you can still get him in some pretty awesome poses. He does still balance pretty well without the use of ankle rocker joints, so that's good. And you can rotate the smokestacks to replicate that one shot from the trailer where he uses them as flamethrowers, so that's pretty cool. My only gripe with this figure is that, for me personally, it feels like he should have been a core class, but he's being priced in the deluxe price point. But maybe that's just me finding something to nitpick about this figure. And remember what I said about weapon storage for his truck mode? Well, you could peg his energy John axe into his ass to give him a third leg, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the most important feature this figure has. You are going to need fingernails for this because this is a pain in the ass to pry out. I swear I cut mine at least twice a week, but they grow back so fast that you'd think I was eating those estrogenizing burgers from Burger King.
Our estrogenizing burgers will give you tits the size of basketballs, and that's no cap. Have it your way at Burger King, where your stupid asshole gets fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
But yeah, he comes with his very own matrix of leadership that he can actually hold in his hands and do the I light your darkest hour pose. So if you enjoyed this quick review, be sure to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe, as it greatly helps out the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.